I'm a victim of ear torture, and it's been going on for a long time. When I was a little baby, I got lots and lots of ear infections, and I was put on antibiotics many different times, and I had allergic reactions to those antibiotics at a very, very young age. And the ear infections would come back frequently my whole childhood. And when I was 7 years old, I was taken to Western Washington University, and they put these plugs in my ears that didn't allow any air to escape, and they pumped air into both of my ears simultaneously at the same time, and it made my head feel like it was going to fucking explode. And they just kept doing it and made me do it for 2 minutes, but I couldn't do it for 2 minutes. I kept taking them out because the pain was just so unbearable that I couldn't really stand it for more than like 3 seconds. They made me do it for like, I don't know, like 2 minutes or something. Maybe it was 30 seconds, but it seemed like forever. And I just couldn't take it. It was really scary and hard for me, and traumatic. And before they did that, they stuck a camera in my ear and showed me the inside of my ear, and that actually didn't hurt, and I didn't really mind it, and I thought it looked kind of cool. But then they did the ear torture thing. It was like, oh, it was crazy. And after that, they put me in a room where they could see me, but I couldn't see them. And then they'd like turn on these different robots and see how I responded to it. And I don't know why they did that. It was weird. But anyway, I had like ear tubes put in. I had holes poked in my ears, and then tubes put in. Anyway, that's not the only medical malpractice I've been through. So, I call it malpractice because it was unnecessary and extremely painful and torturous, and I know that didn't need to be done for the healing of my ears in any way. They were just testing on me, doing some sort of weird experimenting on me to see how I'd react to different things and try and like diagnose something, or I don't know what their excuse was for treating me like that, but it was terrible to do that to a human being, and I would classify it as torture. It was excruciatingly painful, and I was a child. And during the whole experience, I was belittled and told that I'm a crybaby and immature and rude and annoying, obnoxious, and that I need to just handle the pain, and that I'm being really irritating about this whole thing. So, yeah, moving forward, I've had ear problems my whole life, and had like ear tubes put in. Anyway, I went vegan, and that helped a lot, but that hasn't helped completely. I think my ears started detoxing since I became vegan, and I started getting like a lot of pain in my ear, and I did a lot of ear candles. And I kid you not, after doing a lot of ear candles, I must have done like 20, a fucking rock came out of my station tube. And I know it came out of inside of my ear because I could feel it working its way out. It was really painful and weird and irritating, and it came from deep in there, inside my ear, not the ear candle was not putting anything in my ear. It is definitely a vacuum, and it is definitely sucking things out. You can smell it, you can hear it. Physics would support that this is a vacuum, so the wax isn't dripping into your ear at all. I never felt any wax dripping into my ear. You could definitely feel that if that was happening. This was not a ball of wax. I saw it. It was disgusting. It was not beeswax. Beeswax is not gross, okay? This was gross. It was an abomination. That's what Jesus would call it in the Essene Gospel. Something of evil. That is evil. And then around the same time, I had a rock come out of my face right here. This little thing opened up and just like came out like this. And during this time, I was living with my husband's parents, and I was really sick. And everyone was acting like I am a piece of shit, lazy mooch person because I didn't want to go to the mainstream doctor. So I must be faking it. I must be just like an asshole, bad person who just wants to lay around and commit the sin of sloth all day. I'm really not like that. I have a lot of goals in life. I have a lot of things I want to do. But this ear thing, I swear, for the past, like, fucking couple years, on and off, it feels like there's a fucking ice pick drilling into my head. Like, it's a miracle that I am here talking to you, because it hurts like a bitch. Like, I am a strong person. I'm a strong person just for, like, being in this chair right now and talking to you. Like, it's, like, just mind-rattling. My husband is such a sweetheart for tolerating my bitchy-ass self. Like, I am so mean. I'm in so much pain. Like, sometimes I am just, like, unbearable. But I feel like someone is, like, literally just, like, shooting me in the head. And I'm terrified of doctors. I hate those motherfuckers. Like, I've been tortured more than once by people in lab coats. So, I'm doing something different. I'm having a hard time healing this fucking thing myself. So, I want YouTube, the internet, to help me. Of course, I'm going to decide what I do. But, like, you give me your best advice and tell me what your credentials are. And I'm going to decide if I trust you and if I'm going to take your advice. Okay? So that's how I'm going to do it. That's how I'm going to go about my health care. I don't know how you go about your health care, but this is how I'm doing it. And I've been reading a lot of things and trying a lot of different things, and I'll be happy to tell you what I've tried. And I'll make another video, because this is already getting too long for my, like, uploading thing. It's just going to take forever. So I got to make another video about what I've done to heal my ear infection. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing if nobody gives me any advice. I may take your advice. I may not take your advice. Because there's some things that I may just not do, like, for example, take antibiotics. I have been on those fucking things so many times that I think if I go on them again, they just fucking kill me. Anti-life. So, yeah. Anyway. Need help, want help. If you have advice, give it to me. Thank you. Bye.